how did you start flying out of the country to shoot your videos? You've met and interacted with many high-profile people and successful people in life. How does that make you feel? Have you ever done a video that involved maybe taking high risks? Our channel, this is Director Leseni. Najua imekuwa long sana since tuwekele video, but today nimepatana na one of the most watched, most paid Wodemaya's best friend and wife, Miss Trudy.
Hey.
Yo, welcome.
Thank you so much.
How's life?
Life is amazing. How is life to you?
Life is amazing.
Yeah.
I'm happy. Everything is going on well. Yeah, we thank God.
God is good.
God is good. So, Miss Trudy, you're one of the most watched, most paid, hizo zingine tutaenda tukijua, YouTubers in Kenya. So maybe if you would tell us how you started your YouTube channel or how you started shooting YouTube videos.
Well, me, I started like over 4 years ago, maybe not 5 years ago. I got fired from my job and I was so depressed. I was doing promotions in the supermarket. You know promotions?
Yeah.
The ones where you stand from morning till evening selling a product. I've sold Omo, I said Lovely, Sunlight, Weetabix. So many products. I think I've forgotten some. I did for a very long time. My legs started swelling, and then in my mind I thought that I'm going to be promoted, but I got fired. So I thought my life was over. You know, just sometimes you have a plan for your life, and then when things don't go like that, you think you're finished. So that's what I thought. But apparently God had another plan. When I was sitting at home, depressed and sad, I discovered YouTube. So I was watching YouTube, and first I was just watching music. Then I discovered vlogs, and I was like, people also vlog. Then I saw it was white people. Then I saw Africans. Then I saw Kenyans, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try this thing. I didn't even know people get paid. I didn't know. I just fell in love with content creation, and I started.
So after how long were you paid?
Over 1 year.
1 year.
Over 1 year, yeah.
1 year of shooting videos, evo.
Yeah.
How was it when you received your first pay?
It was 10K, and I was so happy. I was so excited.
When?
Oh my God.
You said how much?
10K.
10,000?
Yeah.
For a whole year?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, how many views do you think I was getting? 50, 100, 150. I got 1,000 views for the first time. I was so happy. You know, just kidogo. People are not really watching. And then as time went by, so after I had done YouTube for a year, someone told me, have you been paid? I'm like, what? People get paid? I'm like, yeah. And then I went and applied for my AdSense, and then they gave me 10K. Yeah.
Wow. So 10K. After that 10K, suddenly it pays, so you had to.
Yeah, and now after that 10K, I started working so hard. Still, the views are not coming. So I got depressed because it's like, Sasa, what am I doing with my life? I keep putting out content. I still get 100 views, 200 views, sometimes 1,000. You could get 10,000 maybe here, but you come, your video has blown up. You've gotten like 10K. So I started getting depressed because 10K is, it's hard to survive on 10K, So I started getting depressed at that point.
Sure. So we've seen most of your videos are not Kenyan or shoot zingine outside the country. How did you start flying out of the country to shoot your videos?
The very first time I flew, my brother sponsored my trip to Uganda, my first country outside Kenya. And then after that, I met some guy called Wodemaire, DM'd me, and he's like, I want to create content with you. But by the time I was replying, it was like 3 months old. He had already left the country. Then when he got back to me again, he said, I'm going to Ethiopia. Do you want to come? And I'm like, no, leave me alone. I'm depressed. Then I thought about it, and I was like, you know what do I have to lose? Let me just go and see what's gonna happen. So I actually went, and that's the best decision I made. One of the best choices I made in my entire life, because I met Maya. He showed me how to put out content. He used to tell me, do you have another job from YouTube? I'm like, no. And how many times do you upload? I said once or maybe twice a week. He told me, this is your only job. I said yes. He told me, you're not serious. You're crying, you're not making enough money, and you're uploading once a week, you know. Then he taught me how to put ads in the videos. I didn't know how to put ads. After that, now I started getting views. Oh my God. For the first time, I made $1,000 and I was so happy. And since then, it's the least I've ever made. Now it's plenty.
Wow. MILLIONAIRE.
Was God sent.
Was God sent. So now that you transitioned from being a girlfriend to a wife, how's life? Are there any changes?
Yeah, life is fantastic. There's lots of changes. I feel like now it's not a joke. You know, when you're dating someone, you're scared. You know, you don't know tomorrow. You don't know if he can wake up the next day, change his mind, or maybe sometimes he'd make me mad and like I'm done. Now we're in it for life. Like Akuna, at least we are not joking. Now he takes me more seriously. I take him more seriously, and I don't know. I think I've fallen in love with him even more.
Oh, wow. So how would you describe MILLIONAIRE?
Hardworking, number one. God-fearing, very smart, and intelligent. Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so you've met and interacted with many high-profile people and successful people in life. How does that make you feel?
I'm humbled. For me, it just shows me that really nothing is impossible. I never thought I'd be where I am. I'm telling you, we used to pray for 10K subscribers, you know. Now when you get this far, as in, God is so good. And it just shows you that nothing is impossible. People who used to watch on TV, now you meet them and it's like, wow. God is good. It's a blessing and I'm so grateful. Yeah.
Wow. So which is your most viewed video?
My most viewed video is a video I did in Kitengela with the Maasai. We went to show the culture of the Maasai people, the food and the lifestyle, and yeah, it got, currently it's at 1.3 million views.
Wow.
Yeah.
Have you ever done a video that involved maybe taking high risks in terms of maybe in a place, kuna insecurity? Have you ever?
For me, the video that involved taking lots very high risk was when I was going to meet Maya in Ethiopia. For me, I'm not going to really dangerous countries. Some people say Nigeria is dangerous. I've been to Nigeria, but Lagos is not dangerous, and Abuja, I think it's some states. For me, the biggest risk I took was going to Ethiopia to meet Maya because I only had 40K, Mbele and Nyuma. Number one, I'm going to meet a stranger. I don't know this guy. Number two, the money I had, I already used 25K to pay for my ticket. Now I have 15K. I didn't even know how I was going to survive with that 15K. You know, you have to pay for accommodation, you have to pay for food, you know. For me, that was the biggest risk that I took. But I'm so glad I took it. You know, they say big risks give you big rewards.
Wow, thank you so much, Trudy. What would you tell someone who is starting up a YouTube channel right now?
Please don't give up. One step at a time. Don't compare yourself with other people. Because for me, I don't know what works for other people, but for me, it's definitely God. I didn't bring myself this far. Number two, to just be consistent. Number three, don't compare yourself with other people. Like when I started, I felt like I wasn't good enough. I wasn't pretty enough. Then you go online, you see girls on YouTube, you're like, wow, actually they're so pretty. And you know, when you see some girls who are rich, they have so much money going to these big places. Me, I'm like, wow, and me, you know, just do your thing and don't compare yourself with other people. And then with time, you're going to get where you're supposed to go.
Wow, something I forgot. Is there any comment that someone that have ever made maybe one of your videos or your post and you felt like
that went too far?
Yeah.
There's a comment there's like 3-4 years ago I did a video talking about my mom's death. My mom passed away when I was 16. So someone went and left a comment and said, I'm sure your mom was ugly just like you. And I'm like, what? No, my dead mom. So you just let my mom act like talk about me. Why would you go talking about my mom? As in the audacity, you know, how would you talk about a dead person and then at night you're going to go and sleep? And that's the comment that's ever hurt me the most. But some people are just wicked like that, so it's okay.
Life. Anyway, thank you so much, Miss Trudy, for accepting to have this talk.
Thanks for having me.
I feel so much humbled and honored. Until next time, remember to subscribe to my channel and also subscribe to
Miss Trudy's channel.
Miss Trudy's channel.
And if you're new here, also subscribe to this channel.
Wow, thank you so much. Until next time, I was your
Bye.
host, Director Lisane.